What's up, everybody? Behind enemy lines. Yesterday, Mark Passio came out of his hiatus and shit and started his video shows every Sunday for 3 hours, from 3 to 6, I think. He was just talking about what he's been doing since he's been off, which is always a lot. The motherfucker works really hard. I was just watching a Jeff Berwick video that I got done with my first 75-hour walk of the day. And he brought up an old quote talking about when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I'm just going to tell you about my experience with Passio and then what I hope to achieve with this little fucking thing. Mark Passio and Max Igan in particular have definitely, aside from myself, is attributed to the most of like my development and like the breaking of chains and breaking down doors and boundaries and shit. Because when I first woke up, I was just, searching random shit on YouTube. Ooh, 9/11. Ooh, Columbine. Ooh, Federal Reserve, Illuminati, and all the other crazy shit. I mean, it's endless. I didn't even know you could fucking subscribe to channels. I would just manually type in shit that I wanted to know about and then also watch suggested videos. It was insane. The first fucking guy I ever subscribed to was Richie from Boston. Big props to Richie from Boston. But I got kind of stuck in like a dogmatic Christianity version of the truth, and due to that, I would like shun anything like in mysticism, esotericism, especially the occult, like anything outside the Bible, and even then, like I had faith, but my faith had questions that I wasn't prepared to even begin to try to discern because it was a little earth shattering. And then I found Max Igan on YouTube, and I just fucking devoured all the shows. They were all Max Igan broke my attention span from being 5 to 15 minutes or even just memes to be able to listen to long format shit. All his videos are like 55 minutes. And then one day he had Mark Passio on. And Passio was going the fuck off. And even then, like back then, it was too much for me. I turned it off. I was like, this dude is fucking abrasive. I was at work and shit. Like, it's funny to me now because I love the dude. But I wasn't ready. So I skipped to the next episode and just kind of giggled and was like, damn, that dude was going off. He was going off. I love it. So then, whatever. I devoured all Max Igan shows and went back to my regular bullshit. And hold on, I gotta let my dog out. Where you at? I'm gonna let you out. So went back to all my regular shit. And then one day again, I was at work and thought to myself, I need to see this Mark Passio dude. So I went back to that Max Igan episode and listened to it, and I was like, you know what? He's fucking right. He's talking about order followers and what's right versus what's wrong, and there's zero exceptions regardless of if you're wearing a fucking a doctor's lab coat, a judge's robe, a politician's fucking fancy suit, a cop's uniform, a soldier's uniform, a teacher, whatever. And it rung true to me because I remember when I was a little boy, my dad would teach me, do no harm, take no shit. Do no harm, take no shit. Do no harm, take no shit. Like basically the foundation of true anarchism and libertarianism and Passio's whole fucking deal. Everybody, it's like the laws of the universe. I get it now. And, but when I got to school, Dad switched that shit up. He was like, you need to listen to your teachers. And then when I got to high school, he was like, you do what the fucking police tell you no matter what. And if you don't, you fucking deserve it if they shoot you and shit. And it fucked my mind up. So anyway, back to Passio. I watched all of his presentations, despite the fact that he would say in his presentations, don't watch my fucking presentations unless you watched my show, What on Earth is Happening, the radio show, front to back. So I watched all of his fucking presentations over and I can't say that I disagree with anything in there because it's all outstanding, phenomenal work. And I hope to be able to expand upon that, add to it, take some weight off the man's shoulders, and put shit out, as he said last night, in a formal format, with your real name and shit. My name's Danny Funston. I'm from Southern Illinois. I live about 20 minutes outside of St. Louis. Go fuck yourself. But then I went back and listened to the show, and my God, was I ever missing out on some shit? I mean, he started with like etymology, like the definitions of word and shit, like government. It's from the Latin. Govern, which means to control, and mentes, the minds. Government means fucking mind control. Boom, blew my fucking mind. And it's true. And then, this ain't from Passio, but I've seen some shit that said, you got like a school of fish and a herd of cows and shit. Well, one of them of baboons is called a fucking Congress. And what's the opposite of Congress? Is progress, which makes perfect fucking sense. Whether the baboon shit's true or not. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Bring your ass. It's freezing. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do shit like that. Try to remember some of the stuff that he taught. I can't forget it. And that was the other cool thing about it. I was like, wow. I already knew all this shit, but I didn't even know that I knew it. It was like he reminded me of some shit I already fucking knew. Somewhere in the Bible it says, you don't even need this fucking book because the essence of God is etched in men's spirits or something like that. And I think that's true, except for a certain amount of people who are like legitimate psychopaths and narcissists and fucking legit scumbags. But deep down, I think a lot of most people are good people, and they've been conditioned. That was another thing he said. He was like, you talk about some fucked up shit, they'll be like, oh, that's just human nature. No, it's not human nature at all. At all. It is the human condition, because we've been conditioned to be apathetic and immoral, and we've normalized so much bullshit. The dude's just really fucking amazing. And so I listened to all his shows, all of them. I did it twice. And I turned my friends on, well, one friend. I only got one friend. The rest are all fucking, they were never friends to begin with, and they're all dead anyway. Or in prison because we was dope fiends for over 10 years. Thank God I got out of that, right? I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, government is absolutely slavery. I said that earlier. Like, they make a law. You get caught disobeying it, they're either going to fine you. If you don't want to pay the fine, they're going to throw you in a cage. If you don't want to go in a cage, they're going to fucking murder you. There's another cool thing dude taught me was the difference between violence and defensive force. And, violence is a violation of somebody's shit. And You know, so if you try to violate me by stealing me or raping motherfuckers or like trespassing, home invasion or whatever, what I do to you is not violence, it's defensive force, and I'm well within my natural rights to do so. Thomas Jefferson said, I swear before the altar of God to wage eternal hostilities against those who wage tyranny against the minds of men. And I love that shit. I love it. It's such a hardcore quote. And yeah, one of the first books I read from Pascal was the works of Thomas Paine. Oh my God, to think that a young dude like that fucking 200 years ago could write some shit like that is insane. Lots of books Pascal turned me on to. The End of All Evil with Jeremy Locke. I tried to buy it on Amazon. It was $1,300. It's only like 20 years old and it's only like 100 pages. But luckily you could download it for free. I printed it out at my job. Read it. Oh my God. I'll start reading some of that shit here. It's just completely nuts. But I'm glad the dude's back. I'm going to keep doing my shit. And fuck the system. Or go fuck yourself. And if you ain't fucking the system, you're fucking yourself anyway. So until next time, you're behind enemy lines.